Morning everyone. It's about 8 o'clock. I'm in the New Forest. I'm at Boulderwood at the moment. I'm heading through to Knightswood. Now, on the drive through to here, there was mist everywhere, and there still is. The sun rose about 30 minutes ago. I just got a beautiful view. I don't know if you can see it down there. I had to drive a bit further down the road and turn around and come back. I just sort of glanced over to the left and I thought, wow, what beautiful light through the trees there. So I turn around, I come back, I've got some beautiful pines. There's water droplets on the pine needles and there's mist in the background. So I'm going to just walk along here and try and find a composition through the trees. There might not be one here, but I couldn't help myself. I just drove past and I just saw the light just trying to spill through. The sun is up. You could say I'm late, but I'm determined to get a shot here. I'm just going to walk down this little slope here. Look at that. Beautiful. I've been here before, but I really like this. The colours are great. It looks like an area where the deer may have tried to squeeze through here. I might try and do it myself. Yeah. I'm going through. Wow, that wasn't awkward. So everything is backlit here and it looks absolutely stunning. I need to find something here, don't I? So I'm just going to walk along. I don't want to stick my head out too much because I kind of like it. The light spilling through the trees here. I think it's this way. There's loads of light this way. It's just absolutely stunning. It really is. Look at this. I've got silver birch down there. It's glowing gold. But there's some distractions in the background, so if I move around a bit, maybe I can make that work. I'm going to have a go at getting it. And there's a few other things going on there. The sun's rays spilling over the top of the trees. Just wow. There it is. That could be it. I don't want to go around too far that way. This is it. So I need to go through here. And maybe over here. This is deep. This is very deep. Get up a bit. Wow. Absolutely stunning. It's that time of year where the temperature's dropping now. I've seen it reach as low as 2.5 this morning. And yesterday it was about 18 degrees and it was a bit wet. So I think there's a cocktail there that helps mist happen. But that's my opinion. I'm not a weatherman. I'm just aware of certain conditions where you may or may not get mist. and I believe drop in temperature really quickly into the evening after rain or something like that. It then just bumps up, gets a bit warmer in the morning, and it only has to go up a couple of degrees, and then all of a sudden you got mist. This is going to burn off quite quick, so I might have to move a bit quicker to get this shot. Right. Oh. Got to step over a fallen tree. I don't think I'm in the right place. This is low. I feel like I'm going down. I think I need to get through there. Right, here I go. Mission. Back on a path. Still low though. I'm going to get up here. Not ideal. Just go around this way a bit. I'm really low. Look how low I am in this. I can barely see over the top. This has got to be the highest bracken I've ever walked in. Okay. I may have an opening here. Yep, that's an opening. Alright. This might have destroyed the shot altogether because I kind of liked it peering through the trees, but now I'm out in the open. Oh well. I don't want to go too low because I know it's going to get boggy down there. It's suddenly gone from bracken to a very suspicious looking grass, which could be a bog. I'm not going to test it. I'm where I need to be. So I'm going to get a couple of zoom shots I think this morning. I might get the 70 to 200 out and just pick things out. But until then, let's set you up and try and compose my first shot. Just going to handhold this shot first. See if I've got the right lens on. No, I do need the telephoto out. Okay, so I'm going to have a little play with this because I've just literally just taken this out of the bag and plonked it on the tripod. I don't think I've got the right composition just yet. Now, bearing in mind, this is mist, so you have to slightly overexpose for the mist, probably up to 1 stop. But check it on your histogram because you don't want the white to go right off the end. Silver birch there, right in the middle, is the one I'm after. Mist behind it, and it's dark behind it as well. So that's quite a nice little cocktail for a nice photo. I really love the separation with the mist and the background. I have opened the aperture up to 5.6. I've now got 160th of a second on my shutter, and I've also got ISO at 64. I just want to give it a shallower depth of field in the background. It'll help somewhat amplify that mist going on in the background as well. Beautiful, really is. So happy to be out. And like I said, I'm going to try and stay out as long as I can today. I bought enough food and stuff. So nice. Autumn is fully in swing. Colours are all there. I've got water droplets on leaves and stuff like that. Cobwebs going across. There's so many pictures just here. It's just trying to compose them. Right, I'm going to see if I can move this way then, and we're going to take another shot. I've seen another shot that I quite like here. And what I'm doing here, I've got the telephoto on so I can pick out little interesting bits that I find really interesting and just try and crop right in as close as I can. I might have to crop a little bit more in Lightroom. Now remember, we're playing with lighter colours here, so your histogram should be more towards the right hand side if you're playing with mist, because it's so white. If you left your camera in automatic, your camera would be trying to make it grey, so you would have to use the exposure compensation just to add in a little bit more light. I'm looking through the mist. The tips of these fir trees are white, and the light is hitting that and making it even whiter. I've then got the mist in the background, and then it just drops off really dark. And I kind of like that because obviously it makes those trees, the tops of the trees, stand out a little bit more. I see there's a breeze picked up now. It's just blown out some of that mist. I do like it there. It looks kind of Christmassy through there. I'm sure my wife will like this one. I'm going to see if there's another few shots here, and then I'm going to move on. I do have a place in mind already, and I've just got to get there. I'm doing what I did before, aren't I? You know, where I walked up the hill in the Lake District and I never got to the destination. Yeah, I get distracted quite easily. And if I see a shot, I'm going to grab it, because you might not be able to grab it again at a later date. It might not ever be the same again. So if you have an opportunity, take it. It might be the best opportunity you ever get there. Yeah, really enjoying this. Catch up in a bit. We're back. So I've walked quite a bit now, and I've not videoed for quite some time. And I've just come across this lovely little scene here. I'm going to show you on the SLR. So I'm looking at this scene here, and for me, this kind of sums up the whole forest to me. You've got you've got a combination of trees here. You've got some oak trees in the background. You've got pines. You've got some beech, and this kind of sums it up. Especially this big tree here. This is a massive pine. I'm not sure if it's a redwood or something like that, but it is huge. And yeah, I kind of like all the light, backlighting, some of this stuff on the ground here. If you can see, there's cobwebs just sort of like glistening in the sun, and I'm just going to try and capture that now. And first of all, I kind of want to level the camera a little bit and then decide what I want to show in the picture and what I don't. I really like this composition here, so I'm going to move over to live view in the camera. Now I'm going to bring the aperture up to maybe f14 to try and get it all in. Just going to creep that shutter back up. So I'm at a shutter of 2.5 of a second, and it's f14, ISO 160. I'm just going to tap on the focus somewhere in the middle of that scene, level with the tree. So I'll take a few shots of that. The tree is slightly leaning, it's not dead straight, but is any tree. They're all kind of leaning in different directions here. So long as they don't lean out of the frame and they're leaning in, I'm happy. I'm going to take a few more shots of this, and because I'm rotating the camera, I'm not actually changing any settings here at all. Got to be careful. I can see the sun is now at an angle where it affects the image. So if I put my hand over the edge of the lens, I can see that I'm cutting out the sun like a cap, if you like. Because I'm zooming, I don't have to worry about my fingers showing in front of the lens. So I can just put my hand out, just enough to cover the sun, and then take my exposure. So I think I got that shot. And just remember, the light is always moving. As the sun is rising and shifting more to the south, the sun is just going to be casting different shadows as it moves across. And 1 minute you'd have what is an ideal image, and then next minute it's all changed. It's not how you first saw it. So you have to move quite quickly, and always look around you, because while the light is changing, another scene might open up somewhere. Yeah, I think I'm going to start heading back to the car, get myself a cup of tea. If anything comes up along the way, I'll let you know. There you go, had my little snack, and now I'm back out again. And I've only just stepped out of the car park, not very far at all. And if you look, I want to show you something. If you look in this direction, into the sun, you see it's quite harsh in places and really hard to work with. However, if I was just to turn 90 degrees off of the sun, you see that the colours are amazing in there, and that's a little bit easier to work with. By my eye I can see that it looks like I can work with that, but this could be a little bit more tricky. Polariser might not work because you're shooting into the sun. Polarisers normally work 90 degrees off of the sun. So, you know, it's worth having a go because you might get something. I can see there's some ponies down there. I might try and integrate them into my photo. So I'm going to walk down there. There's a little track that just kind of walks down. And I do like it down there because it's got a mix of trees. Not sure what that is. Looks from here, birch. Not birch, beech. And then there's just loads of pines this way with the odd straggly little tree in the middle of it. But it all works. This direction now I can see a lot of blue sky and I'm not sure you want that in a photo. What I could do is just get under this tree, which I'm underneath now, and use the foliage on the edge just to take that blue sky out and see how that worked. And that would mean I'd have to get back to somewhere, and you can see it by eye here, somewhere around about here might give me that shot. See what I mean? Just taking that edge off the blue sky with a bit of foliage in the foreground. Gonna have a go with that, see how it comes out. See me? Yeah, I've taken my hat off. My hair's not in the best of shapes. I actually need a haircut. There's a lot of people here. I mean, I don't mind it. I found a little corner where I know they're not coming down to. Love the colours here. It just looks like fire. You've got yellows and reds and browns. This looks like a bit of a flame. So my shot, I think, I'm trying to decide what trees I want in the shot and which ones I don't. I kind of like that. It kind of works for me. Got a twig touching my leg, freaking me out a little bit. So my exposure's over at the moment and I want to bring that down. I'm going to have some blowout areas. I don't want them, but I haven't got a choice. I might try this side of the tree, see if it cuts down, because the tree kind of goes up a little bit. Now I could get my tripod higher, try and cut some more of that out, and that will work. I want to zoom in a lot more now, because I don't want any of the sky in. There we go, that might work. Let's try that. Alright then, I think I'm going to call it a day. The sun is well and truly up and it is so harsh. It's helping the colours though to really make them pop. There's a lovely tree, I don't know if you can see it, in the middle of all those pines. In fact, I was probably stood underneath it when I took the photo with the overhang. It just looks really nice in the middle of all that. Anyway, I'm calling it a day. I am going to head back now, and I thank you again for joining me on this one. I will be out probably tomorrow as well, because I'm going to try and make the most of this autumn and capture as much as I can and build up my New Forest autumn portfolio. So for now, until next time, I'll see you then. And if you haven't already, give me a like and subscribe. I can see a lot of you are watching, but you're not giving me a subscribe or anything, and I'd really appreciate it, because it will enable me to keep this channel going. And I'll see you next time. Bye.